Hi, welcome to Recipecheckr. Today I'm going to show you how to make the Paneer Butter Masala. Paneer Butter Masala is one of the most popular Indian dishes and it is a Punjabi dish. And you can see that every housewife and every household like to cook this dish. Today I'm going to show you and take you through the whole process with some tips and techniques on how to get a real creamy restaurant style Paneer Butter Masala. The ingredients required for Paneer Butter Masala. We have seen the ingredients. Now I'm going to explain to you what is the process which is involved. Paneer Butter Masala takes about 45 minutes to 50 minutes to cook and it has two-stage process. First, we have to make a base gravy and then we have to combine it with all your other ingredients and make it as a final product. Now we're going to make the base gravy. So we're going to have about the 3 tomatoes which I have, about 250 grams. And usually the ratio is we have about 10% of the tomato, we need to have cashew nuts. So I've taken around about 30-35 grams of cashew nuts. And this is what is going to give you the base consistency. And having about half a teaspoon of Kashmiri red chili powder. And I have to pour the water which can submerge the tomatoes. And this has to be simmered probably about 15 to 20 minutes and we have to blend that and make it as a paste out of it. Now we can see the tomatoes getting nicely boiled. I'm going to blend this into a blender and making it as a fine paste which will be the base gravy for the Paneer Butter Masala. The tomato cashew base is ready. I've blended and make a fine paste. I'm going to add about 4 to 5 tablespoons of oil, half of the bay leaf, 1 stick of cinnamon, 1 black cardamom, and probably about 1 green cardamom and 2 cloves. So the whole garam masala is in place now. 1.5 teaspoons of finely chopped garlic. 1.5 onions, chopped onions. Add a little bit of salt. So adding the salt will make the onion to cook faster. Adding about 2 green chilies, slit. Once the onion is nicely cooked and just before the golden brown color, I'm going to add about 1.5 teaspoon of ginger garlic paste. Once the ginger garlic paste is cooked, I'm going to add probably about half a teaspoon of Kashmiri chili powder and probably the required salt. Probably I'm adding now at this stage probably about half a teaspoon. And just stir it once. I just want to sweat the chili powder. So immediately I'm adding the chopped tomatoes. In the Indian cooking process, it's very important that it doesn't matter that what you're adding, and it is important when you're adding. So now you have to make sure that when you add the masala, the oil separation stage is very, very important. So you have to cook whatever the masalas you're adding, whatever the powders you're adding, it should be well cooked and oil has to separate like this. And that's where you have to make sure that the consistency is right. Now I'm going to add the base gravy which we have made earlier, which is a tomato and cashew gravy. And adding a little bit of water. I'm going to add a pinch of jeera powder, 2 pinches of kasturi methi powder. This will really boil, so you have to keep stirring or put a lid and simmer it. The masala is nicely cooked and we have checked the salt and other things are perfectly all right. 4 teaspoons of cream, 1 tablespoon of butter, probably about 2 pinches of sugar, because the sugar is going to give you a balanced taste. Almost you can see that you got the right consistency now. Now the gravy is almost ready. I'm going to add the paneer. So once the paneer is added, I'm going to add a pinch more of kasturi methi and I'm going to have a dash of lemon juice into it. So the base aroma is for paneer butter masala is from the cream and the butter you're adding, as well as the consistency come from your base of cashew nuts. The gravy is ready and it's ready to be served along with the Indian breads like the pulkas or naans or even for some of the pulaus or rice dishes. So hope you like the video. So please do try this dish at home and leave us your valuable comments and make sure you subscribe the channel for further updates. Thank you so much.